current infra. When you go to the embassy, please check on the electricity, the land, and also the space. You have to make sure that one is an ample space for us to do the installation. Is enough space for us to set up our counter. That's why you have to make sure.
Recently, we went to your embassy in
Recently, we went to the embassy of Myanmar
in
Manila. Sorry, we went to the Myanmar embassy in Manila, and we found out that the space is very crowded. Even we cannot lay a cable. Even we cannot put our PC on the table. They have no counter. The public have to come in and do the transaction inside, not at the counter. So, the earliest you can do this on the assessment of the current infra, the better. DP or diamond tellers can invest on a new site. Secondly, after you do the site assessment, please properly do a site floor plans. So the contractor that we will appointed later for the land cabling or power point know exactly where the location we want to do the cablings. Okay, we want to avoid any misinformation. At the end, they will fix at the wrong place, and we have to refix again the cabling
at your cost.
at your cost. And lastly, please make sure you appointed the suitable or the standard network cabling, because we want to avoid a substandard works during the network or power points.
We had a problem
We have a problem.
with your embassy office in.
We have your problem in.
We had a problem
We had a problem with your embassy in Manila
because
because
no internet.
due to poor planning on the PowerPoint and the connectivity, we have to re-cable again, and therefore it will increase your
Cost.
cost. And the third one, the commitment. This is the important things. First, we have to
Come on, hand Jason.
we have to get the buy-in from His Excellency, Mr. Ambassador.
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 Ambassador. Yes.
He hold the key. If he not allow us,
If he doesn't allow us,
if he doesn't allow us to enter the premise, we cannot do anything. Okay?
Not okay.
not okay.
No okay.
The second one, we have to buy in from the embassy officer, from the first secretary, secretary, up to the Ministry of the Consular. We don't want them.
We don't want them.
We don't want them reluctant to use our system. Therefore, this is your task to make sure them use our
To make sure
to make sure our system being used. No point we install our system, but they don't use. They still use the manual process to issue a visa.
because when they use the manual process,
Because when they use the manual process,
DP will not get any commission.
DP will not get
Will
any,
not.
DP will not get any commissions. And the last about the DP, Diamond Tellers Counter Staff. Please make sure
Make sure.
Please make sure you advise your boss to send a experienced counter staff. An experienced counter staff
Who is IT literate.
who is IT literate
know how to use the mouse. And what?
and can communicate well.
Ah,
Because sometimes I like to relate with my experience
ah,
during our installations at the Myanmar embassy in Tokyo.
huh.
The
DP counter staff
DP counter staff
cannot.
cannot speak even a single word of English.
So how to communicate to him?
So due to that, mostly the communication come from the ambassador or from the embassy officer, which is not right, because you are supposedly the first liner. You are supposedly the person who will interact with our engineer, not the other,
Not.
not the other ways.
Good.
Okay,
So let me repeat.
let me repeat for the 3 steps in order for us to make sure the 3 months timeline being completed. The first one is about the site readiness. The second one is about the hardware delivery. And
No, no, no. The first one is hardware delivery.
The first one is a hardware delivery. The second one is a site readiness, and the third one is the commitment.
Therefore, I urge
I urge all of you to strictly follow our step to make sure we complete on time and avoid any changes to our plan, and will affect your daily life.
daily life.
Sure, boss. Sure.
Daily life?
Yes.
Why daily life?
Married to the job.
Affect your career or job? Why daily life?
Married to the job.
Oh, married to the job. Okay, thank you very much.